to 3 years ago, before Jeremy Corbyn's leadership, and he has undermined the founding principle on which Labour rests, which was equality, and that's evidenced through the fact that he has allowed the scourge of anti-Semitism to infect our party.
I guess we should note that Jeremy Corbyn denies being an anti-Semite, but it seems like it's obvious to you from the very statements he's made, from his positions on Israel and Palestine.
Well, I don't know what's in his heart, but I do know that the Labour Party has become institutionally anti-Semitic, so bad that it has driven out through abuse and bullying and aggression a young Jewish woman who was a Labour MP, Luciana Berger, and other Jewish women. And I'm afraid Jeremy Corbyn, over the 3 years that this anti-Semitism has, taken root in the party and changed the culture of the party, he has had endless opportunities to deal with it, and he's consistently refused to do so.
So you have a serious problem with what you see as anti-Semitism in the party. But it seems that the essential thing that is driving this protest plan, of course, is Brexit, and that is the most desperately urgent situation that you face. And you have a matter of weeks now before the moment when Britain would leave the European Union with no deal at all. What is your political strategy?
What we're based on at the moment is a set of values that draws us together in the centre ground of politics, which has been abandoned by the two main parties. Our strategy is that what we want to see is, our analysis is that Parliament is not able to resolve this situation, and that's increasingly obvious. So our view is that this should go back to the people to vote on the deal that Prime Minister Theresa May brings back. We are dismayed that for the third time she is postponing the vote.
Do you want one of the options for people to be stay in the European Union?
There's an amendment coming from Parliament. It's called the Carol Wilson Amendment. And what they want to do is say, we'll make the Theresa May's deal as long as we get an amendment that goes back to the people for ratification referendum. Just ratification, which is another one in the way. But if it's passed, then we get Theresa May's deal. If it isn't, we stay in the European Union.
Thanks very much for the time.
Thank you.
Jeremy Ryan has been with Parliament. Let's go. The judge says women must register for the draft as soon as May. The military has not drafted troops since 1973. But men between 18 have to sign up for the draft just in case. And that is the system the judge says we need. Shannon Van Zandt.
The Texas court ruled the appropriate military draft unconstitutional. Mary Crouch is president of the National Coalition for Men Advocacy Group, which along with two other men are proudly against.
We simply believe people should be given equal opportunities. They have equal opportunities, equal responsibility. If you're a young man, you can register for the draft. There are serious consequences.
Men who fail to register may be denied public benefits such as employment from the federal government, access to schools, or the individual reasons for plaintiffs. He believes the process needs reform. The Commission on Multiracial Service is studying the program. Joe Hack, the Commission's chairman, says they have found a generational divide. Older Americans tend to feel women should not have to register or serve, while younger Americans say a draft should include women.
In that age group, both male and female say women should have to register. It's a matter of equality. Now that women can serve in all military occupational specialties, they should register for selective service just like the males do.
28-year-old activist Aditi Janeja says she was surprised when she was not required to sign up.
I think if there is a duty that we do as citizens of this country, whether that's voting or paying taxes, that should be distributed equally amongst all of us.
The National Commission says it will release recommendations for the future of the program next year. Shannon Van Zandt, NPR News, Washington.
This is NPR News.
I'm Eric Westervelt. Leo Fett and Les Paul pioneered the solid-body electric guitar in the 1950s.
Everyone kind of knew that music was getting louder and that they needed more powerful instruments to ring out over the crowds that were coming to shows and just to kind of define the new era of music.
The guitar innovators who helped bring about rock and roll. Next time on Here and Now. Good morning, I'm David Green. Police in Arkansas got a call the other night about someone drinking underage. They went to the house and found a young man outside with his hands up. Turns out the 18-year-old had called 911 himself to report his own underage drinking. He told police he'd had a bad day, put down a few, and should really go to jail. An officer told ABC News they pleaded with him to just go inside and sober up. When he refused, they arrested him for public intoxication. It's Morning Edition.
Support for NPR comes from this station and from the Andrew W. Mellon Foundation, guided by the belief that the arts and humanities are essential to the well-being of diverse and democratic societies. Learn more at mellon.org. From the William and Flora Hewlett Foundation, committed to supporting ideas and institutions to advance education for all, preserve the environment, and promote vibrant performing arts. More information is available at hewlett.org. And from listeners like you who donate to this NPR station.
It's Morning Edition from NPR News. I'm Steve Inskeep.
And I'm David Green. In India, some politicians are very angry at Twitter. They're accusing the tech giant of suspending more accounts of right-wing voices than left-wing ones. Twitter denies that and has sent its global vice president to testify before Indian lawmakers today. NPR's Lauren Frayer is on the line from New Delhi and joins us. Hi, Lauren.
Hi there.
So where's this anger coming from?
Well, India is a place where there has been a lot of incitement of violence online. Rumors, fake news have spread like wildfire through social media, and they've led to violence. They've led to lynchings and mob killings by the dozens across India. And so some people blame the platform. They blame Twitter. They also blame other social media apps like Facebook and the text messaging app that it owns called WhatsApp. And so Twitter says it's being really, really careful now. It won't hesitate to suspend and say Twitter's one protester explained it at a demonstration outside Twitter's India headquarters earlier this month.
बीजेपी के बारे में लिखते हैं या मोदी जी के बारे में लिखते हैं.
So she's saying in Hindi that she believes that accounts that support the Hindu nationalist ruling party, the BJP, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi She believes those accounts are getting shut down by Twitter more frequently than left-wing accounts are. Now, Twitter says that's true. It's not discriminating. When it sees hate speech, it takes action. All of this matters a whole lot right now in India because elections are coming up. And elections are scheduled, expected in April or May.
Well, let's just take the argument that some people are making a step further. If they're saying that some of the shutting down of accounts is based on politics, and you're telling me there's been fake news that's been spread on Twitter, I mean, could this really undermine the whole democratic process if we're having an election coming?
It could, and everybody is on guard for that. In the U.S., as you well know, the allegations of election interference were foreign in nature, of Russian manipulation in the 2016 U.S. election. Here, the concerns are different. They're that these big Western tech companies could influence the election here. And so the Indian government doesn't want Twitter to decide what's improper online in India and what's not. And so the Indian government has proposed these new rules that would allow the government itself to police the internet here. It would be able to order companies like Twitter, like Facebook, to take down within 24 hours any content that affects, quote, the sovereignty and integrity of India. Now that's really, really broad, right?
Yeah, that's not something the companies are going to respond to all that well.
Right, exactly. I mean, critics compare this to Chinese-style government censorship. The government is still in talks with tech companies, but as you